Shit tests ad infinitum. She will never stop testing you for weakness. To be crude, and for lack of a more succinct language, women are what I'd consider to be perpetually biologically insecure. They are always thinking in the back of their heads, what if I've made a mistake? It is this constant need for romantic reassurance that causes them to rigorously shit test their men. On a seemingly primal level, women are utterly obsessed with feeling safe, both emotionally and materially. And so, will thusly test their boyfriends or husbands to see if he still has what it takes to make them feel safe. Women do not rigorously shit test their men out of malice, but merely out of insecurity, out of a need to feel protected, out of a nagging sense of insecurity that they just need to make sure they have made the right choice and are still in a relationship with a man who is badass. They will wear their men down with their insecurity, self sabotaging the relationship they have with him, seeking affirmation of his strength by acting out to see how he will handle the situation. The feedback gained from seeing how he handles shit, thusly, allows her to reevaluate her opinion of him, to deduce if he is still the strong man she originally fell in love with, or if he has become weak and thus an obsolete romantic artifact in sore need of replacement. The psychological pressure from a woman's shit tests on a man's psyche, repeatedly and over a period of a relationship, may be the very cause, in all its sheer irony, for a strong man to become a shell of his former self, the very thing women despise. How or why such a man became weak is irrelevant to her. All that is relevant to her is if the man she is with is strong or not. That is her fixation. As far as she is concerned, if she was so easily able to make him weak with her mind games, then he's unworthy of her, period. Female nature is utterly and brutally ruthless in this way. Some would even argue sociopathic. Indeed, what men perceive to be beautiful almost always comes with many a hidden condition attached. The incredible prerequisite that he will shoulder all and any burden on her behalf. As soon as a man can no longer give a woman that safe feeling, she will leave him and find a guy who can make her feel safe. She will then rewrite history in her memory to say the man she's leaving was always a pussy and that he failed in his duties to her. She will paint him as the bad guy so that it makes it easier for her to branch swing to the next guy without feeling bad or having any sense of personal responsibility for it. She has to demonize him and paint herself as the victim within her own mind to allow herself to carry on without hating herself. It's easy to wrong a man she has convinced herself is the bad guy. But a conscience makes it all but impossible to wrong such a man despite his shortcomings if she were to cast herself in the role of antagonist rather than he. She needs him to be the bad guy so that she can move on. As far as she's concerned, it's his fault she lost interest in him, regardless or despite if he did everything in his power for her. It's always the man's fault in the mind of a woman. She wants a man she can't change, but she tries to change him as a form of counterintuitive test of his strength. And if she succeeds in changing a man into someone who is no longer dominant, she will grow to hate what she has made of him.